Good morning once again. Hope all are well. So, we are learning about the devotional paths to the divine. So, this chapter we learned earlier the idea of the supreme God, okay, and new kinds of bhakti in South India. We learn about the nine hours, we learn about the allowers, okay. So, allowers, nine hours, the statue of nine hours, and we learn from here, okay. So between the 10th and 12th century, the Chola and Pandya kings built elaborated temples around many of the shrines visited by the saint poets and strengthening the links between the bhakti tradition and temple worship. This was also the time when their poems were compiled. Besides hagiographies or the religious biographies of the Alavars and Nayanars were also composed. Today, we use these text as a source for the writing histories of the Bhakti traditions. So here a new word you can learn about the hagiography, that writing of the saints' lives, just like in the Kabir Vani, you can say Kabir से related जो था, and Sant Tukaram, Gyaneshwar, and Ramanuj, lots of they are, okay, and they are related to the simply the devotion to the devotional path, okay. The devotees and the Lorda. This is the composition of the Manikwa Sagar, Manik Sagar, yeah, we can say that is called Manikwa Sagar. Into my vile body of the flesh, you came as through if were the temples of the gold, and suited me fully and saved me, O Lord, O grace of grace, O gem most pure. Sorrow and birth and death and illusions you took from me and set me free. O bliss, O bless, O light, I have taken refuge in you, and never can I be parted from you. So such type of the relations they can decorate it to the gods. Simply they can said the they can remove the cycle of the birth and deaths. Okay. So it is the statue of, yeah, you can say the bronze image of the Manikwa Sagar. Okay. Very famous saint of the south. Then philosophy and bhakti. Now Shankar, one of the most influenced philosophy of Hinduism. So we little bit learn about that also. Kerala in the 8th century, he was the advocate of the Advait or the doctrine of the oneness of the individuals. और means नहीं, द्वैत मतलब दो, यानी कि दो नहीं है, केवल एक ही है. So they believe on the only one gods. Simply they are called the Nayanars. Okay, because he established the Seva, a religious sect in India, in again and again, you can say. Soul the supreme god, which is the ultimately reality. He taught that Brahman's the only or unlimited reality was formless, and Brahma, that is not Brahman, that is the Brahma. Brahma means Adi Brahma, okay. The only, he considered the world around to be an illusion of the Maya or Maya. Sab Maya hai, means all are in the illusions, and preached renunciations of the world and adoption of the path of knowledge to understand the true nature of the Brahma and attain the salvation. Simply, अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, ओके, केवल मैं ही ब्रह्म हूँ, मैं ही सर्वे सर्वा हूँ, आई एम इन द ऑल इन ऑल, and I am all the last point, okay, and then we can get the salvation, yeah, nirvana, we can say, yeah, the moksha. Ramanuj, one more is there, one more famous saint, we can say, Ramanuj, okay. Uh, Born in Tamil Nadu in 11th century, was deeply influenced by the Alavars. Earlier, Shankaracharya related to the Nayanars. Now, the Alavars here. According to him, the best means of the attaining salvation was through the intense devotion of to the Vishnu. So he believed in the Vaishnavism. Okay, Vishnu in his grace helped to the devotees to attain the bliss of the bless of the union with him. He propounded the doctrine of Visishta Dvaitvad. That is called Visishta Dvaitvad. Okay, Visishta Advaitvad or qualified oneness. He also believe on the oneness. Okay, Visishta Advaitvad. That is the Visishta Advaitvad. Oneness in the that the soul, even when the united with the Supreme God, remain distinct. Ramanuj doctrines greatly inspired the new strand of the bhakti which developed in the North India subsequently. So, in South, we can say Nayanars are very famous, and in North area, the Alavars were very famous. Okay, famous. Now, Vaishnavism, the Bashwanas, and Vaishnavism, we noted earlier the connection between the Tamil Bhakti movement and temple worships. This is the turn led to the reaction that is the best represented in the Veer movements entitled by the Bashwana and his companions like the Allama Prabhu and Akamma Devi. This movement began in the Karnataka in the mid 20th century. The Virakvaks argued strongly for the equality of the that name is Veer Shevas, not Viraks, Veer Shevas. Okay, the equality of the all human beings and against the Brahmical ideas about the caste and the treatment of the women's. So definitely there are not a very good treatment of the women's also, we can say, and the caste system is very truly rooted that time. Okay, and flourished that time. They were also against all forms of the rituals and idol worship, that is called Veer Shaivism. Okay, so Sankaracharya, you know about them. Okay, that is the Ramanuja. Okay, not Sankaracharya. The philosophy and bhakti we learn a little bit. Okay, now the saint of Maharashtra. Now we learn a little bit about that one. The Vaishnavism, the Vaishnava poet saint of the Maharashtra such as the Jnaneshwar, Namdev, Eknath, and Tukaram were devotees of the Lord Vitthal. Vitthal also the form of Vishnu. Okay, devotion around the Lord Vitthal gave rise to the Varkari sect, that is also known as a new sect that is called Varkari, which was emphasized on the annual pilgrimage of the Pandanpur. Okay, the cult of the Vitthal emerged as a powerful mode of the devotion and was very popular amongst the people. Pandherpur, that is the real pronunciation. If we talk about it, that is called Pandherpur, related to the Sai also. Okay, the Sai Baba, you know about that one. A great saint, the saint of the Maharashtra. From the 13th to the 17th century, Maharashtra saw a great number of saint poets whose song in simple Marathi continues to inspire people. The most important among them were Dhyaneshwar, that is called Gyaneshwar also, Namdev, Eknath, and Tukaram, as well as women like the Sakkubai and the family of the Chokmela, who belong to the untouchables Mahar caste. Okay, in Mahar caste, one more great personality belonged to the Mahar caste. He was B.R. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar Sahab. He was also a native of the Maharashtra, we can say. This regional tradition of bhakti focus of the Vitthals, a form of Vishnu, temple in the Pandharpur, as well as on the notion of the personal God residing in his hearts of the all people. So in Maharashtra also we can say bhakti emerged, and they are believing to the God, the particular God that is called the Vishnu. These saint poets rejected all forms of the ritualism, so which were carry about the Brahmical, you can say the Varna systems. So they are rejected that all the rituals and outward display of the piety and social differences based on the birth. In fact, they even rejected the idea of renunciations, we can say, means punarjan, okay, the rebirth we can say, and prefer to the life with their families, earning their livelihood like any other persons while humbly serving fellow the human beings in needs. A new humanist idea emerged as the instead of that bhakti lay in the sharing others' pain. As the famous Gujarati saint Narsi Mehta said, they are Vaishnavas who understand the pain of others. So simply they can clarify about the Vaishnavism. Only the Vaishnavas are also they also understand the pain of the others. Okay, a very famous bhajan, yeah, you can say very famous the poems written by the Narsi Mehta. वैष्णव जन तो तेने ही कहिए जे पीर पराई जानिए रे वैष्णव जन तो very famous poem. That bhajan also, yeah, that poem also very liked by M.K. Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi also, and they also he also he was also listening that one and sung by Mahatma Gandhi also in the many councils of their by the peoples. Okay, so Narsi Mehta is very famous one. This is the Abhang, that is called the Abhang Marathi devotional hymn of the saint, that is written by the Tukaram. He who identifies with the battered and the beaten, mark him as a saint, for God is with him. He holds every folkman close to his heart. He treats as a slave as his own son. Okay, so that is the in English, but in Hindi, a very famous bhajan also sung by the Hari Om Sahab. Yes, that is the जय राधे गोविंदा मन भजले प्रभु का प्यारा नाम है प्रभु का प्यारा नाम. यस, दिस वन उसी में था. तुकाराम में और विठल ने विठल विठल गाया. दैट इज द लाइन. आई एम नॉट clearly say about that, but the related line, that one also you can say. Okay, say Tuka, I won't be tired to repeat again, such a man is a god in person. Here is the Abhang composed by the Choklaman sons. Okay, so here is the some Abhang also, means जो भंग नहीं होता, यानी कि जो चलता रहता है. You made us low caste, आपने हमें low caste में बनाया हुआ है. Why don't you face the fact, great Lord, our whole left over फूड टू ईट, यू शुड बी असेम्ड ऑफ दिस. तो उन्होंने शायद ऊपर वाले को इस चीज़ के लिए कहा, ठीक है, और उस चीज़ के लिए उन्होंने उन्हीं को जिम्मेदार ठहराया कि आपने हमें क्यों इस तरह बनाया. तो एक जैसा, लेकिन फिर भी उसके बाद हमें अलग अलग तरीके से हमारे हाथ का आपका भोजन जो है आपको समर्पित नहीं होता है, या फिर आपको भोग के रूप में नहीं लगाया जाता है. तो ऐसा क्यों, इस बात की शर्म क्यों है. सो यू हैव ईटन इन आवर होम, हाउ कैन यू डिनाई इट. चोका सन्स कर्मेला आस्क विथ वाई डिड यू गिव मी लाइफ. तो उन्होंने कहा कि हमें ऐसी जीवन क्यों दिया जब आप हमारे हाथ से खाना ही नहीं खा सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो सच टाइप ऑफ द क्वेश्चनिंग आर द सोशल ऑर्डर्स रिलेटेड टू दैट वन. सो वी लर्न अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट द Kabira also here, and the Nathpanthis, Siddha and Yogis also. So simple. A number of religious groups that emerged during this period criticized the rituals and other aspects of the conventional religion. The local orders, the social orders, using the simple logical arguments. Among them were the Nathpanthis, Siddha Acharyas, and the Yogis. They advocate the renunciations of the word. To them, the path of the salvation lay in the meditation on the formless, ultimately reality, and the realization of the oneness with it. To achieve this, they advocate intense training to the mind and body through the practice like the yogasana. So now we related, we can say we improvised that one also. We capitalize that one also in the related to the yoga. Now how you can perform that one. Okay, so yogasana is the breathing, your exercise, and you can take your meditations like a medicines. Okay, so that's why they are simply called Nathpanthis, yogis, yogi who are believing the yoga. Okay, Siddha who are having a sub type of the Siddhis. Nathpanthis means they are particularly related to the particular panth, here you can say particular related to the path. They are not following the rituals of the same who are carrying by the Brahmical way, या यू कैन से जो पुरानी जो लगातार चली आ रही जो प्रथाएं हैं उनको न मानने वाले, बल्कि उनसे थोड़ा सा हटकर. जैसे गोरखनाथ एक पंथ है जिसके अभी आपने देखा कि योगी आदित्यनाथ उस पंथ को बिलीव करते हैं. ठीक है, वैसे ही और दूसरे पंथ थे, कुछ सिद्ध हो गए जिन्होंने सिद्धियां प्राप्त कर ली, जैसे भैरवनाथ हैं. ठीक है, और कुछ योगीज हो गए जिन्होंने योगासन के जरिए उन चीज़ों को आगे बढ़ाया, जैसे एक आज के समय के हम बाबा रामदेव को बड़ा योगी कह सकते हैं, ठीक है। और भी कई लोग हैं जो इस योग विद्या से जुड़े हुए हैं। And these groups became the particularly popular among the low castes. Their criticism of the conventional religions created the ground of the devotional religion to become a popular force in the northern India, खासकर नॉर्दर्न इंडिया में। और जो लो कास्ट से ऊपर की ओर आए, जैसे रैदास रहे, ठीक है, उन लोगों ने इसको और ज़्यादा आगे बढ़ाया था, ठीक है, क्योंकि अब इसमें भी कैटेगराइज कर दिया गया था। सो नाउ वी लर्न लिटिल बिट अबाउट द इस्लाम एंड सूफीज्म। द सेंट हैड सच मच इन द कॉमन विद द सूफीज, so much so that it is believed that they adopted many ideas of each other. Sufis were the Muslim mystics. They rejected outwards religiosity and they emphasized love and devotion of the God and compassion towards all fellow human beings. So here we little bit learn about the Islam, what is the Islam, and how it can be spread all over the world, and who are called the Sufis. Okay, so we have one picture here, which one related to Sufi. They both are the Muslims, we can say, but they are believe in the not you can say the Orthodox Islam. They believe in we can carry we can be happy with the just like our beloved to like a God. So they believe to the God is our beloved, okay, and we are treat like this one, that one, and we are the same family. So that's why they are called Sufis, okay. And Islam propagates strict north monotheism or the submissions of the one God. They only believe on the one God. In the 8th and 9th centuries, religious scholars devoted different aspects of the holy law, that is called Shariat, and the theology of the Islam. While the religion of the Islam gradually became more complex, Sufi provide if within the additional dimensions that favored a more personal devotion to the God. The Sufis often rejected the elaborate rituals and codes of the behavior demanded by Muslim religious scholars. They sought union with the God, such as the lover seeks his beloved with a grace. Okay, so they are believing that one, and they are just like I earlier mentions, they are making kavalis. They are making a bhajan, you can say, such type of, but he believed the only one God is there, and we can carry our emotions to them. ओके, अपने इमोशंस को, अपनी भावनाओं को उस तक पहुंचा सकते हैं, और किस रूप में पहुंच सकते हैं, गीत संगीत के जरिए भी पहुंचा सकते हैं। तो ये उनका मानना था। सॉरी फॉर दैट वन। इस्लाम एंड सूफीज्म। ओके, सो नाउ वी लर्न next slide after new videos. So today we discuss about the Nathpanthis. We learn about the saint of the Maharashtra, Tukaram, Gyaneshwar, and someone else. Philosophy of the Bhakti, Shankaracharya, we can say, and Ramanuja also, and Veer Samism also. Okay, so thank you for today. And that is the picture of, it is a picture of Sufi's saints. Okay, just like Rahim also a Sufi saint, and Sheikh Bahauddin Zakaria also, Qadri also, some silsila they are believing in the Sufis, Sheikh Salim Chishti, Nizamuddin Aulia, ठीक है, and Masud Ganje Sakar, Kutubuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki, so many names are there. Okay, so thanks for today.